Hello everybody and welcome back to Manifest It Finesse on YouTube. My name is Manifesting Gaia. That is my Twitter, TikTok, podcast, and Instagram. All the links are down below, and my affirmations list and audio rampage email is down below, and my YouTube membership with more exclusive manifestation content is down below, and my master manifestation workshop where you can get programs, ebooks, workshops, guides, boot camps on manifesting your dream life and manifesting everything that you want is linked down below. And today we're going to be talking about stop quitting when it gets difficult. One thing is I've never said that it is easy. I never said it's easy to reprogram your mind. I never said resistance is easy, intrusive thoughts are easy. In fact, even in my last video, there was a part where I literally said circumstances can really suck. Like sometimes we manifest stuff for ourselves that really suck and are really hard to get out of. But I said during those moments, I never ever talk down on myself, and I always give myself the motivation and self-validation to keep going, because if I don't, then who will? We never said it was easy. We said that it's possible. We said that you can persist through them. We said that with consistency and discipline and persistence, no matter what the situation is, what the circumstances, you can manifest what you want. And I tell you guys, especially if you work with me one-on-one, I say this all the time. I always say, I don't know why you guys think that you can tell yourself awful stories about this area of your life or this person or this school experience, whatever, and think you're just going to say, oh, it's perfect and I have what I want. And your mind's going to be like, okay. And that's my response when people are like, okay, well, if manifesting works, then why doesn't everybody have this, this, and this? And then people actually do it. And then they complain about how difficult and how the resistance is. And I'm like, so this is why everybody doesn't have this, this, and this, because it's not easy all the time. Certain things are going to be super simple. Certain things you're not going to have resistance to. Certain things, for whatever reason, you can just get into the wish fulfilled for. If there's something you don't have that you want, the only reason is the limitations you have on yourself. The only reason is the resistance. The only reason is because you told yourself the opposite, or you believed the opposite for so long, and now you have to work against it. But that does not make it impossible, and that is not a good enough reason to want to quit. And my thing with people that want to quit, and just these type of people in general, you guys want success stories. You guys want other people to prove manifestation work. You guys want people to be like, oh, I manifested my SP. Oh, I manifested a salary raise. But you don't want to do it. You want everybody else to work through their resistance, work through their blocks, work through their limitations so they can prove to you that you can do it. But you don't want to do that for yourself. You don't want to put in the effort and put in the consistency to work through your own blocks. That is entitlement in its highest form. It is nobody else's job to do what you're supposed to do. It's nobody else's job to prove it to you. If you want it, you'll do the work, you'll put in the work and get rid of your resistance. And if you don't want it, then you won't do that. Stop quitting because it's difficult. Stop doubting because it's difficult. On the other side of your limitations and resistance is your desires. I don't know why you would think I have all these limitations and fears and I don't think I can have it, and I have a dysregulated nervous system when I think about it, but oh, I'm going to say I have it 10 times, and no, you're still going to have those limitations. The point is, this is why we say to persist, and be consistent, because that is what you need. And I tell you this if you have worked with me one-on-one. The difference between the people who get what they want and people who don't are when they're in this moment, because everybody hits the block. Everybody has a resistance. Everybody has the doubts. Everybody has limitations. Everybody's wondering, can I really have this? Can I really do this? Yada, yada, yada. But the difference is between the person who gets what they want and the person who doesn't is when the person who gets what they want hits this block and where they're questioning, and when they want to give up, they choose to continue. They choose to persist. They choose to be consistent. The people who don't get what they want are the people when they hit this block, they just discard everything. They cancel everything. They talk themselves into giving up. They talk themselves into not being good enough. They listen to their limitations and they stop persisting, so they don't get what they want. That is the only difference. If you want what you want, you have to persist and be consistent. It being difficult isn't a good enough reason to quit. It is not a good enough reason to quit. If that is you, then your life is going to be mundane forever. It being difficult is not a good enough reason to quit. I just explained why it's difficult. You have told yourself these unfavorable stories. You have validated every negative experience or every negative thought about this thing. That is the work. The work is not physically making it happen. It is getting out of your own way. It is undoing that programming that is telling you, I cannot have this thing. That's why you're here. Like, I will never understand it. I want to quit because there's so much resistance. That's what you're undoing. That's the work. Of course, we say persist. Like, yeah, the work is repeating it and persisting, but you can't get there until you get out of your own way. So getting out of your own way is part of the work. And I don't care what these coaches are telling you. 2 months, 3 months to get a desire is not a long time. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care. Like, there's no way that if anybody knew for certain, which you can train your mind to, that they were going to get more than enough money to cover their bills, travel where they wanted to go, get a new house, get a new apartment, get a new car in 6 months, that they would say, I don't want it because 6 months is too long. Everybody would say yes. And within those 6 months, they're not thinking lack. They're only going to be so excited that they're getting that thing. So even 6 months, like any amount of time, if I said you were going to receive this, you would take it and you would not say, I don't want it because it's too long. It's not a long time then. If that's 6 months for you and you would be fine with that, then 6 months isn't a long time. Now, I'm not saying that you should expect it to take that long. I'm saying a lot of people say this many days, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but it's just not a long time. I say put those things into perspective. If somebody was only married for 6 months, you would say that's such a short time. If somebody only had a job for 6 months, such a short time. If somebody only lived in a house for 6 months, such a short time. All those things are short times. And then we say it took 6 months to get my SP. And then everybody's like, that's such a long time. Don't listen to those people. Now, this is also assuming that within that time, there was like little things happening in between. But even if there wasn't, even if it all manifested in one day after 6 months, oh well. And honestly, this is also a process of growth. I would hope that in the beginning when you're manifesting something and by the time you get it, you've gone through so much transformation. I went through so much transformation since I found out about the law of assumption. I'm not the same person from the first day I ever heard law of assumption in my life. I have so many different beliefs. I've gained so many different beliefs. I've had so many epiphanies, so many realizing that, oh my God, I've been wavering this whole time. That's why I don't have it. But I would not have gotten there and I would not have the life that I have today if every 5 seconds, if every time I had resistance, I quit. It is not a good enough reason. Time is not a good enough reason to quit. I've been going for this long. It's not a good enough reason to quit because the time is going to continue to pass you by anyways. 5 years is going to pass you by. 3 years is going to pass you by. 6 months, a year, 10 years are going to pass you by. Would you rather 10 years pass you by and you still don't have what you want? You still don't have your SP. You still don't have your college degree. You still don't have this. You still don't have that. Or would you rather just say, let me shut the hell up, put in the work, in 10 years time, 5 years time, 3 years time, whatever, I could look back and say, I didn't quit and that's why I'm where I'm at today. A big part of it is wavering. Like 99% of coaches say, 9 out of 10 times if you don't have what you want, you're going back and forth. And if you're thinking about quitting, you're going back and forth. One day you'll affirm, then the next day you're like, oh my God, so much resistance, nothing changing, I want to quit. Then the next day you'll be like, no, I'm going to try to persist. You can't be doing that. Stop trying to quit. Who gave you permission to quit? I didn't say you could quit. You're not quitting. Like I said per my last video, the clip that I posted on Instagram, on Twitter to like promote the video was a specific clip of me saying, you guys will do it for as long as you think is a good amount of time to be doing it before you complain. Like, this isn't performative. This isn't, I'm going to do it for this long, see if it works. And if it doesn't, I'm going to complain and say it's not working. That's not how it works. You can't go into something thinking you're going to fail, expecting to fail. How will I move on when I fail? It's all or nothing. You're either going to step in and do it or you're not going to get the results. Half effort is going to produce half results. For real. And like I keep saying, resistance is not a good enough reason to quit. That's the whole game. That's what the whole point of this is. The whole point of the techniques, the whole point of the self-concept, the whole point of the nervous system regulation is when I have resistance, I use NSR to calm down, I use self-concept to remind myself of who I am, and then I use affirmations to persist in my new story. If you have resistance, you're going to need more than affirmations. You have an identity issue. You need an identity transformation. This is why I teach self-concept transformation, course link below. You need an identity shift. If it is to that point where it's just resistance, you don't even know who you are, you're doubting who you are over your resistance, it's a self-concept issue. Change that. Change who you are. I always say if you get to a point where you want to quit like that and the reasons are resistance or time, you need to completely change who you are because you're going about this wrong. And I never recommend persisting in that. If you're a person who's complaining every 5 seconds, I don't recommend persisting as that version of you because you're not going to get the results. You need to step back from the desire, focus on yourself for a prolonged amount of time to the point where you can validate yourself, you're calm, you know what it means to persist, then focus on the desire, and then you will start to see the shifts of your desire. And mental diet. You need to train yourself to catch when you want to quit and revert it. I don't care if you need to pull up all the times that you've manifested something consciously, unconsciously, favorable or unfavorable just by focusing on it. I don't care if you gotta watch the success stories. I don't care what you have to do. I don't care if you gotta watch YouTube videos that motivate you. I don't care what you have to do. But getting your mind out of that, because the more you focus on something, you're only going to manifest thoughts that match that focus. So if I'm consistently every day thinking, oh my God, this is so hard, I have so much resistance, nothing's happening, I'm not going to randomly get thoughts that disprove that. That's already my dominant state, which if I'm so quick to give up, then I dominantly already am in the self-concept of a person who doesn't know their worth and power. So mental diet, reframing those thoughts, retraining those thoughts, shifting those thoughts to remember your power, persistency, obviously. And this is why I preach self-concept, because if this is your self-concept where you want to quit, you don't have any power, then repeating the affirmations is going to be almost ineffective, because one, you're going to waver and undo them, and two, you don't have the foundation to sustain that belief. Even if you manifested it, you're going to push it right back out because you already don't think you're that powerful. So the self-concept in 3 parts: how you see yourself, how you see this area of your life, how you see your specific desire, seeing yourself as the operant power, as the main character, as powerful, as the person who has the final say, how you see the area of your life, how do you see manifestation. It should be the easiest thing. It should be something that you can do, as simple as breathing. It should be something that happens in your life easily and effortlessly. And then the specific desire, which is your desires, which is I have what I want, which is just a new story. You have what you want. You're living in your desired timeline. Abundance is your birthright, etc., etc. And then from there, you can persist, of course, regulate, and be able to regulate yourself in your times of doubt and remind yourself that, see, this is exactly why I don't have what I want, because why am I talking about quitting when I already decided that I have this specific person, that my grades are good, that I have more than enough money. Even if you had it before and it went cold, or if it's showing up hot and cold, then you say, okay, I've already experienced a percentage of what I wanted. I've already seen this SP in a favorable light, even if they reverted back. I've already had money before, even if it went all back. I've already had good grades, even if it went away. I've already had my dream body, even if it went away. So I know it's not impossible. I know I'm not asking for anything impossible. I have to get back to the version of me that I was when I had those things. When I had those things, I wasn't thinking it was impossible. I wasn't thinking I was powerless. I was thinking my body is snatched. I was thinking my SP is obsessed with me and loves me because I knew my worth and value. So that's another thing. Who were you when you had good stuff going on? You were not thinking like this. Your thoughts create. Stop looking for reasons to quit. Stop being so quick to give up. There's nothing to give up on. You're stuck with you for the rest of your life. You're going to think thoughts for the rest of your life. Either you're using those thoughts to create the life that you want, or you're using them to create the life that you don't want. It is your choice. But stop giving up over resistance, over time, over hot and cold, over 3D. Watch my last video. 3D is an illusion. 3D is not a good enough reason to quit. If you want what you want, become better for you. Become better for you, because why would you want to be a victim? Why would you want to be a loser? Become better because you want to be a better person, and then go for your desires. That is all. And that is all I have for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, you can have anything you want in this universe. Nothing's too big, small, wide, or expensive. I believe in you. You should believe in you. And I'll talk to you in my next video. Bye.